So we finally made it to the last 2 days of the 12 days of Jillmas. I know it's after Christmas, the start of the new year. However, with the arrival of Tegan, Becky, Dakota, and Sasha Elite on Christmas Eve, I had to get those reviews out to give y'all a first look. So I pushed back the last two figures of my 12 days of Jillmas, and it just so happened that one of these figures arrived a day before Christmas Eve and immediately became a figure that I had to put in this countdown. Now, I'm going to get a little sentimental here. There's a buddy of mine. His name's Craig. He's one of the admins in the EWO Facebook group. Go join it if you haven't already. It's a great collection group, great group of guys that run it. Now, I've been needing this Ruby Riott for a very long time. And I don't ask for anything. You know, I don't like to get out there and be like, hey, do you have this? Can I have that? Can I get a good price? I don't really like to do that. If things happen, they happen. But Craig, on his own, sent me this Ruby Riott. So that immediately made it special to me. And even though we were doing only basics in the 12 days of Jillmas, I thought, screw it. Let's change the script up a little bit. And let's review this Ruby Riott because let's be honest here. As far as figures that are special to me, it's going to be up there now. And it definitely made my Christmas spirit rise up. So that being said, I'm also going to review Liv Morgan Elite 69 Target exclusive because even though I did it early in the channel, I really want to do a more in-depth, thorough review. And plus, if I add it with Ruby, we got the Riott Squad.
Hey Mayor Aaron, you ready to break some shit in the spirit of the Riott Squad review?
Whoa, slow down, Co-Mayor Alexa. No destruction today, okay? This is still a Christmas review. You know what they say, all is calm, all is bright. Something about a virgin?
Gotcha.
What did you do?
Oops.
So let's start off with Elite Series 69 Target exclusive Liv Morgan. This attire is based off of her 2018 Women's Royal Rumble appearance. She was a number 11 entrant. This was the first ever Women's Royal Rumble, and even though she didn't win, it's a good piece of nostalgia for that reason alone. Now this is maybe my third review on the channel, and that was very early on. So now that technology's improved a little bit in the channel, I really wanted to get another closer look because it's that good of a figure that it definitely deserves a second review, especially paired with her Riott Squad partner. So this face scan and hair sculpt of Liv is flawless in my opinion. It is tremendous. Now I like how they later used it for Basic Series 110 except giving her pink hair. So this is the blonde haired version of Liv, which is very accurate to that Royal Rumble match. And just looking up close to the face, like I said, it's stunning from all angles. It looks just like her. And I really like this detailed hair mold, how she has pigtails coming up the top. It's a really cool mold. So yeah, it doesn't get much better than this. So something I failed to mention the first time I reviewed this figure is this upper extremity top mold was actually used on some previous versions of AJ Lee. Now, I'm going to put in a picture from a battle pack that AJ Lee was in with Big E to the left here. And as you can see, it's a molded top with those little holes in the back and it works fine. Now, what's cool about this shirt, it has that Riott Squad logo on the front, but turning it around is really where the detail stands out. You can see all these little holes, these slits are molded on. And then we have the We Win, We Riott logo on there. This red band that's painted around has a little silver and black line. And if you look closely in these openings in the shirt rips, you can see a little red strap going up each side, signifying that this red is a little undershirt. So that's just an awesome detail. She also has two Liv armbands painted on. And what really makes this figure stand out is her signature suspenders here. She has a black molded waistband with these molded straps going down, with Liv written around it. And then moving on to her lower extremity, these pants frickin' rule. Even though there's not a whole lot of molding detail, it's mostly paint detail, just like her Basic Series 110, it works with her because she does wear tight apparel, so when you just paint it on, if it's painted on cleanly, it looks good and it works. So you can see that right side of the leg has the tiger stripe design going down with the stars, and the rips with flesh color paint on the front. And that left side has the writing on it with the stars going down. And then the boots are short boots with white soles. So yeah, this attire is awesome. And now on to the main event, this NXT Elite Ruby Riott that I've been looking for a long time that was given to me as a gift. Now this was released in 2019. This attire is based off of NXT on August 16th, 2017, where Ruby defeated Billie Kay. She has worn this attire on a few occasions and many promo shots, but this was a match with that attire and the short hairstyle to match. So we're going to take our time on this Ruby Riott Elite because it is awesome and I've never reviewed it on the channel. So starting off with this face scan, this is a perfect face scan. She has a very unique, distinct look to her, and they did a great job of nailing that. So what I love about this figure is all the little details. If you look, she's got her little, I guess, ear gauges you can see in there. And she has black lipstick. And then they even gave her signature haircut at the time, which has a half-shaved appearance with it brushed over. And it looks freaking awesome. Now, comparing this to her basic Series 98 release, that face scan seemed good at the time, but comparing it side by side, this one just pops and stands out and seems a lot more just like Ruby. So this definitely trumps that figure in every aspect. Now let's move on to the attire. So now we'll take a closer look at this entrance vest. Now this thing is insane. So taking a closer look, it has tons of molded detail all over it with little patterns, studs, lines, seams, everything. But what really makes it pop is all these little designs that they painted on. Now I'm not going to read them all, but I'm just going to go around slowly so you can see just how intricate this paint is. Even all the way on the back. Look at that. This is a prime example of why I like to open my figures up and display them loose, because you can really appreciate this figure in all 360 degrees by opening it up. Now let's take a look at her attire underneath. I mean, wow, even when you take that awesome vest off, the detail and the intricate molding and design underneath is truly amazing. So, as y'all know, anyone that's watched this channel before, I love when the attire has molding to it. Makes it stand out and shows that they gave extra care and attention to it. And this top is a molded top, along with very intricate paint detail and even little studs molded on the front. If you look close to that right side of the chest, you can even see that there's writing, and a lot of it is readable. That's nuts. Now, another thing that stands out is the tattoo detail that they put on her, which is super accurate. She has that tattoo going across her chest, even coming along the outside of her strap there. And then her right arm has all that tattoo detail all the way down the sleeve. I mean, it's simply stunning. I just can't believe they put that much effort into this. It's amazing. And then on her stomach, there's also the tattoo detail. Even this one that shows that it's a little below the waistline, but they have the top part of it. Now moving down to her lower extremity, she has those one-legged tights that were signature to her. And you can see she's got this tattoo on her left thigh. Very colorful, a lot of detail into that. And then even the tights on the right side have tons of detail in it. And the boots are just black boots with black kick pads, but I'm telling you, this attire rules. It has to be up there as one of the most detailed attires and paint application for the tattoos that I've ever seen. And here's one more look at Elite Series 69 Target exclusive Liv Morgan and NXT Elite Ruby Riott. These two figures rule. So as far as availability goes, that's where these two figures get a little tough. Elite Series 69 Liv Morgan Target exclusive goes for around $100 carded on eBay, with Ruby about half of that. So they are not the easiest figures to come by, but to be honest with you, they are completely worth it. Now I know I haven't given scores to the other figures in the 12 Days of Jillmas, but these two are different to me because they are amazing. And I give them each a score of a golden 10 out of 10. They are fantastic figures. And in my opinion, these figures really represent the women's wrestling division and women's wrestling figures. And if I had to choose any figures to throw out there and show people why you should collect the women's wrestling figures just as much as you collect the men's and take them seriously, these two would be front runners to carry that torch. So overall, these figures are freaking amazing. So as we end the 2020 holiday season, I wanted to present to you, Co-Mayor Alexa, your Christmas present. Co-Mayor Alexa, may I present to you your very own office.